Hi guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. This is Awandero Tuli, also known as Mr. Manandi Nandi. Yeah man, welcome to this YouTube channel. If this is your first time on this channel, I would like to humbly ask you to please press that subscribe button and join this wonderful family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much man for clicking on today's video. Yeah, and today guys, and welcome to University Students Corner first episode, and I want us to discuss a very serious matter, and and which I think is very urgent. Before I start with what I've prepared, yeah, for this podcast. And yeah, I want us to discuss on how to draft an academic exclusion letter. So you've been academically excluded, and you got you are permitted to do an appeal, and this is very serious. And I also have to clarify that this is based on how I was taught by my psychologist, obviously, and which is under, obviously, University of KwaZulu-Natal. So yeah, however, I think it's one and the same thing, even in other universities as well. So yeah, drafting an academic exclusion appeal letter, and yeah, I will explain that. And also there is a difference between getting academic exclusion with appeal permitted and also getting academic exclusion with no appeal permitted. So those ones, you will find that you've been in a break for a minimum of 6 months. So I will explain that as well. But I think things are more the same, but I will explain. And my apologies with the noise that is coming from outside. So the first thing, and I just came back from church, guys, so my apologies for that. So the first thing, guys, that I want to tell you is that in your academic exclusion letter, or in your academic exclusion appeal letter, number one thing that is very, very important is for you to identify the things that made you not perform well. It is very important. So it goes back to self-introspection, and I will talk about self-introspection kakulu this year in 2024. Yeah, you have to identify things that made you not perform well. That is the first thing that you have to do. Number one, what made you not perform well on your academics? So this is very important because it shows that you are aware of the things that affected your academics, and that means you'll be able to fix it, right? So now, in terms of identifying the things that made you not perform well, number one, it can be maybe that someone died at home, maybe your parent or someone that you were close with, maybe that person has died, so that affected your academic performance, right? Maybe you lost your funding, maybe you failed to manage your time, because that is also a matter. And yeah, guys, so now you have to identify those things. Or maybe someone was sick at home. Maybe someone was sick at home. So I think it is very important now to identify those things, right? And I feel like at the same time, even though maybe someone might have died at home or whatever, all those things, but at the same time, I just feel like it is also important to also blame yourself, because you are to blame in most cases. And I will tell you why I'm saying this. So you are, because they will see that, oh, okay, you were having troubles. So, and it is easy to come up with decisions on how to fix this matter, to fix this matter if you also blamed yourself. So that is what I did on my case. When I first got academic exclusion with appeal permitted, yes, I explained the matter that someone was sick at home, and yeah, so someone who was very close to me, yes, and yeah, but on that one, you will see my next point that I will make on that one. It is very difficult to prove another thing, which I will explain it. However, if you are saying maybe you were failing to manage your time, all those things, it will be easy to prove that you will be able to fix this matter. Okay, so I hope that is very clear. And number two, now this is the last paragraph. If you are writing it in Microsoft Word, I think it's supposed to be 3 paragraphs. If you are coming from a break of at least 6 months, or if you were academically excluded, so wase waba ne break ethize, now you are now coming back. But I think if you just got academic exclusion with appeal permitted, last semester you got academic exclusion, so in order for you to proceed with this semester, then you have to appeal. I feel like you can only provide, I think, 2 paragraphs, or discussing only 2 things, which number 1, you identifying the things that made you not perform well. Number 2, the plans that you have to ensure that you perform better on your academic performance. So now you have to identify now the plans that you have. What are you going to do to make sure that you perform better on your academics? So here you are just explaining the plans that you have to make sure that you pass all your modules. Okay, so in this case now, let me explain now from what I was saying. So it is very difficult now okay, so the plans that you have, obviously you will now say, because you failed to manage your time, so you now I'm going to clarify that. Okay, obviously you will attend all your lectures, you will attend all your tutorials, you will consult with your lecturers, you will attend counseling sessions at least twice a month, all of those things. And also you will have a timetable, and you will try by all means to stick in that timetable. You see, so it is easy on this one because you blamed yourself. You see, so yeah, it is easy. And number 3, what have you done to fix those problems? So this one is supposed to be the second paragraph. So remember, I said the plans that you have, it's the 3rd paragraph, but this one is supposed to be your 2nd paragraph. If you got academic exclusion, maybe on your 1st semester in 2023, I'm making an example, and you with no appeal permitted, so you went for a break of 6 months, or you just came back from a break of a year. So number 1, you identify the things that made you not perform well. Yes. 2, what have you done during the break? What have you done to fix those problems? What have you done? And now number 3, the plans now that you have to ensure that you perform better on your academics. Okay, so now on this one, on what have you done to fix those mistakes? What were you busy with? Maybe you can say that you were seeing maybe a psychologist every month. Maybe you were seeing your pastor every month. Maybe what else can we say? And also you were working. Maybe you were working, if you are doing accounting, obviously, maybe you were helping high school students with accounting in this school. Maybe you were working, in an accounting firm or whatever. All right. So you are basically showing this is what I was busy with. Okay. So now The fourth point that I want to explain, basically the drafting of a letter, just done discussing on how to draft that letter. Now, the plans that you have, for example, let's say you said someone died at home. So now, it is very now difficult to prove that no one is going to die at home after that. Someone was sick at home. It is very difficult to prove that no one is going to be sick now, you see. So hence I said, at the same time, you must also blame yourself a little bit, when you are writing that letter. Okay, and as normal, you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say, because obviously, yes, these things might have happened, but at the same time, it's not because of these things that made you fail, right? It's because you did not study, or maybe you did not understand maybe a certain concept. So now, if you did not understand most of the things, that means what are you going to do? Is to consult with, is to do more consultation with your lecturers and your ATOs and your tutors. You see, so it is easy to prove that. That is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Now, what you have explained, especially when you were identifying the things that made you not perform well, this is very important. You need to have an evidence of what you were explaining. So you must attach that evidence. If someone died at home, you have to attach that death certificate. We have to see they have to see the death certificate. I'm not the one who have to see it. Okay. If maybe someone was sick, you need to have a doctor's note. Death certificates, as I've explained, such things. Okay, so now if you are coming from a break of at least 6 months, obviously in UK they give you a break of at least 6 months. I don't know in other places. So if you are coming from that break, now what were you busy with during this break of yours? So where you were working or where you were volunteering, maybe you were helping students with accounting, so they need to draft a letter for you. A teacher maybe need to draft a letter for you, or an HOD need to draft a letter for you. Stamp it, sign it as well. You see, more like a recommendation letter. Yeah, more like a recommendation letter. If you are working in an accounting firm, you have to draft a letter. For me, I was in an accounting firm when I got academic exclusion with no appeal permitted, when it was in 2020. When did I get this thing? It was in 2022 December. So in my second semester in 2022, that's when I got academic exclusion with no appeal permitted. So now then from January in 2023 till June, I was not studying. So I was with this accounting firm. So they then gave me a letter which I then submitted along with my readmission application. So yeah, so you need that letter, and also a letter from your psychologist if you were seeing your psychologist every month. Yeah, you have to also show that. And also, if maybe you were seeing your pastor, it's fine, then your pastor is supposed to draft that letter for you, sign it, stamp it as well. That letter, if it's your pastor, then it means it will have the name of the church and everything of the church. Sign it, everything, even the contact details. Okay, so basically that is all. And I think what I also want to do is to make a video of those who just got academic exclusion with no appeal permitted, what to do from there. I will do that video, and I'm hoping that that will be the second video. I don't know, but we've got a lot of things that we have to discuss on this segment, which is called University Students Corner. It's all here, as you can see. I've prepared things. I was busy during the holidays. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching this video till this far. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you a lot. Thank you very much.